A missile fired by Houthi rebels came close to hitting sailors on a Norfolk-based ship. U.S. Central Command says USS Gravely shot down an anti-ship missile in the Red Sea this week. The U.S. now plans to hit several Houthi targets in a multi-day operation. This is in response to a series of attacks in the Middle East, including a drone strike that killed 3 American troops. Sarah Hammond joins us in the studio. And Sarah, you spoke with a Virginia senator about the U.S. response. What can you tell us?
Well, Senator Mark Warner says it's time to take U.S. response up a notch as Navy ships fight off missiles. And in the wake of that drone strike in Jordan, he says it's time to show Iran and its proxies they cannot harm U.S. soldiers without consequences. A close call for sailors on a Norfolk-based ship earlier this week. USS Gravely shot down a missile fired by Houthi rebels in Yemen. A defense official confirms the missile came within 1 mile of the ship, the closest call yet.
To all of our soldiers and sailors that are in harm's way and their families, I say God bless you, and we appreciate the service.
Senator Mark Warner says moving forward, the response towards Houthi rebels needs to shift focus.
I think we may need to go to their command and control because simply taking out their missile launching capacity is not enough.
Between the recent unprecedented missile strikes and a drone strike in Jordan that left 3 U.S. troops dead and at least 40 injured, Warner says it's time to strike back.
I want the president to move quickly, but I want him to also do this in a fashion that sends an extraordinarily strong message to Iran and its proxies that they cannot take potshots and go unanswered, particularly when American lives are in danger.
That being said, Warner says the U.S. and the multi-nation coalition need to be careful not to make the conflict bigger.
The last thing in the world we need is to broaden this conflict in the Middle East.
Warner says he thinks we will see action from the U.S. soon. It's just a matter of where and when.
It's better to get this right than to simply do it quickly.
National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said on Wednesday the response would involve multiple targets and that, quote, the first thing you see won't be the last thing. Back to you.
Sarah, thanks. Since mid-October, there have been at least 165 attacks on U.S. troops in Iraq, Syria, and Jordan. The U.S. has launched several retaliatory strikes, including in Iraq.